your ass, cause you guys wanna set it up. Gotta set up, stream for your ass. Setting it up like you wouldn't believe. Sometimes when I'm setting it up, I sing a song about setting it up. Bing, setting up the stream right now. This is the intro to setting it up. Sometimes I'm thinking about setting this thing up, or do it now. Gotta set it up. Boopity doo. Zeep zap zeep zap 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 zap. Zap 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 zap. Setting up a stream. Don't know why. Gonna unbox a couple things tonight. Cause I was away for like 2 nights. So I now gotta do a thing like unbox a couple boxes that I got. Yeah, this is going live. Going live. Gonna post it on my Facebook page. That's gonna post it on my Twitter page. Then I'm going to my Tumblr page, and I'm gonna post a thing. Gonna upload to add the video from web, paste the thing from the internet. Then I'm gonna write a thing like going live into my Tumblr page. La 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 la. Zap zap zeep zeep zap zap zap. Now I did all the things I gotta do. Gonna minimize the box and look at you. That time it rhymed. Don't know why, but it looks like Zio is here. So is Amata, and so is Kristen, so is Lynn, and so is Ippity. Oh, hey Lydia, hey Mina. Hi everybody. I'm gonna be well, Katie, I am a professional at everything that I do. The fact that I do a thing at all means I'm now the professionalist. So, I mean, I'm a professional streamer now, because that's how I made it work. I did a thing, and now it's, now I'm the most professional at it. Linda, aka, oh man, people are already commenting on the video. Okay. So, before we start, I'll sum up the last few days and why I haven't been streaming. So, through Friday morning, I had to go to LAX and get on a plane. And, my friend... my friend was getting married on Saturday. So, I got on a plane on Spirit Airlines, and me and my buddy Evan flew to Atlanta, Georgia, and we drove down to Peachtree City with his brother, who had flown down the previous day, and then we got there, and we got to see my buddy Dane, who's getting married, and then the next day we had breakfast with him, and then he got married on Saturday. And let me tell you something about going to a wedding, is that when you go to a wedding, sometimes there's little kids in the hotel, and sometimes you're helping with the kids a little bit. And I don't know how to take care of little kids. I don't know how to do it. They're hard to do things with because they don't care what you want. They just want to do what they want to do, which, I mean, I get it. But I hate it because they don't shut up. They don't need to shut up. I like it when they talk, but they just, oh god, they don't stop. So, tried to get as much sleep as I could that weekend, but it was tough. It was just a tough weekend for sleeping and eating. So, that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days, and I just got in today. My neighbor's been bringing in my packages for me, which is super nice of him. He was also nice enough to feed my cat. So thank you to Anders for that. Also, who did I see? I got to meet somebody who is a friend of one of yours. Let me see if I can find Rose, just because I yawned once doesn't mean I'm, like, exhausted. I am exhausted, but that's, you know, you don't have to jump to conclusions. Wait, that's all goodbyes. That's not what I wanted. Katie. La 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 la. Marie. Hi, Marie. Hi, Kristen. Oh, you're here, but there's no audio. That's no good. La la la. I like my one kid. He lets me sleep in. That's always nice. No kids for me either. Denzoko Gomez. Just wanted to put that out there. Hey, Bill. Hey, Denzoko. It's an interesting. Until later in life. They're so fun to hang out with. Yeah, they're alright. They got so much energy. So, we got, what I got here looks like 6 packages. I know one of them had come in by Friday by the time I left, but I didn't want to take the time to really open it before I left, so we're gonna open up that one first, I think. Let's open a package, guys. Let's open this package. Because you're not saying anything, so there's really nothing for me to respond to. I said hi to everyone already. Alright, do that, and then I'm gonna do this. Okay. So, we're gonna open this one. I already pretty much know who it's from. I can tell what it is already. And, the person, I think, who sent it, basically said, hey, I'm gonna send you this thing. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I am right on. Come on, you jerk. Just opening it up. Kids know what you don't. Kids know that you don't like them, care for them, and they sense your fear and they flock to you. No touchy. I mean, I like the kids. I just don't like them to be yelling all the time. I don't like what they do. So, as expected, this is a package from Helen. And Helen has sent from what I understand, is a fairly limited edition package of black zombicide dice. So she sent me a message and she said, which zombicide dice do you already have? And I was like, oh man, I don't even know. And I had to go to my little handy dandy carrying case, take a picture of all the dice I had. I had yellow ones and green ones and blue ones and white ones and brown ones. So she went online and she found these nice black ones, which you can see here. Let's see if I can get you them all. Oh, that's on my laptop now. You can see the skull and the Molotov on there. That's your 6. That's the best roll you can get. And that's your 1. That's the worst roll you can get. So when you get a zombie head, that's bad news, but when you get a Molotov cocktail, that's good news. So I now have about 1,000,000 dice. I would guess that there's probably around 60 dice altogether now, which is realistically more than you need. But, oh, Sophie update. So Linda, Sophie is doing well. I got her, my landlady came by to help out with, what the hell? There's a watch. Someone left a watch on my table. That's not good. So, oh, I know who's watching this. Okay, anyways, so Sophie's doing well. She's got a white cast on now instead of the green one. We have to take her in again Tuesday. They want weekly checkups with her. She has her soft pad. I have a couple pictures that I've been meaning to post forever. Maybe I'll do that tonight. She walks on her cast now, so she's walking on her own. She poops and eats and drinks on her own. So Sophie is doing well. Everything is paid for. The donations, I haven't seen a donation in a while, but that's good because we pretty much have all the donations that we need. So Sophie's doing really well. She's recuperating nicely, and she's very happy. she's loved the gifts that have been sent to her. I'm going to try to get over there on Tuesday and get some pictures of Sophie with her portrait and with her little pad, but I want to check the P.O. box tomorrow and make sure there's no more gifts for her before I go and take any more pictures of that. Hey Karen, I'm pretty sure kid knows when you don't like them and they purposely go to piss you off, because I remember doing that when I was younger. Yeah, that's fair. Kids are ultimate trolls. I don't know what to say to them, like, hi, wait, no touching, okay? I work with kids on a daily basis, but I will admit I get a tad freaked out when I meet them outside of work and randomly hug me. So yeah, that's what's going on with Sophie. She's doing well. She's doing real well. I'd like to get you guys some more pictures, though, although my landlady's been sending me a couple of pictures, but they're a little blurry. She's not the best photographer, but, you know, what are you going to do? Yeah. So, the whole wedding thing, like, it was just that we were traveling with my two friends, and one of them had his whole family with him. And I love his family, but, man, whew. Like, I don't understand how people do it. I don't understand how people just have families and deal with that all day. Like, you can't go out. You can't look away for a second. It's impossible. This kid, they just want to die. The kids just want to, like, run down the stairs. They just want to roll headfirst into, like, a spike trap death thing. Like, they love that shit. And I can't constantly, I'm just like, well, let them eat dirt. Let those kids eat dirt. It's what they want to do. You know, it looks to me like they have a promising future of fucking eating dirt. God damn it. It's gotta be done. Let them do it. So, another package. This one. It's an envelope. Feels like... say what feels like it's in there, but it's got a thing in there. I can feel it. Okay. Here we go. Opening. So thank you to Helen for the dice. The black dice to complete the dice collection. This is from Mika. Thank you to Mika for this. What do we got here? This is one of the many graphic novels I had added to my wish list. This is the Guardians of the Globe, Volume 2. So you see, I want to go through all these different characters, but I'm afraid I don't even know them. But what I want to do is get Volume 1 and start with that. But this is definitely, I can't wait to read this. This already has some characters that I love in it. Guardians of the Globe, not Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Globe is a sort of superhero team spin-off from the Invincible series that is my favorite comic book series that Image puts out. It's my favorite comic book series, period, but it is put out by Image. And the character Invincible joins up with a superhero team, much like the Avengers or the Justice League, and he fights crime with them, and they get their asses handed to them quite a bit. But this is the actual comic that focuses on the team and not just the one hero on the team. So they're not a plot device anymore; they are the plot. So I'm gonna read the shit out of that when sorry about the language on this podcast, on this episode today, but that's how it's gonna go. I'm feeling particularly swarthy. No, salty. No, I don't know what the word is. Scurvy, like a scurvy sea dog. Sometimes it's better for them to learn the hard way. Yeah. 4 nephews, and I swear I have a meltdown every time they're near me. Hey, Frederica. Ooh, Frederica, who I was thinking about you today when I was on the plane because I did an ink drawing. I did a pen. The hotel had a pad and a pen that you can take with you home. This is my cat, by the way. I kissed your head. And I was on the plane trying to kill time, and I ended up doing a little drawing, and I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to draw as well with a pen or at all as Frederica the Sparkle Princess. So you crossed my mind today. And I have that drawing up on Instagram. I may take it down once people start being like, "Man, drawing, you drew something," and I'm gonna be like, "Shut up! I don't want you looking at it anymore." Yeah, Bill. When you say that about kids, think you're an asshole, especially if you're a girl. No? I guess that means less babysitting gigs for me. Sorry, parents. Check it out when I get home. I'm gonna have a trip. Be home about 16 to 20 minutes. Okay, Marie, I'm not worried about it. You guys are so like, I feel like you guys get like, you think I'm mad at you if you can't be like here the entire broadcast, and it's like, nah, man, I'm relieved that you're gonna get to watch it later, like, cause it'll be on YouTube. Like, I'm not mad at anybody if you can't catch the whole thing or if you can't catch it at all. Like, I know you want to be there, and it's just gonna be. I mean, assuming there's another package, like, we'll do another one tomorrow, and we can talk a little bit. Like, you don't have to apologize to like. Everybody's like, "No, I can't make it. Whoa, God, what the fuck?" And it's just like, I don't know. Watch it later. Watch another one. We'll have time to talk. Pirate. I used to get stuck watching kids at places, quinceañeras, weddings, and every time I did, I would buy or give them a shit ton of candy, and I'll get a call or voicemail around 2:30 a.m. from the family. Yeah. I made the mistake of, I felt like having s'mores last night, because we kind of skipped dinner, and I was like, I'm hungry, let's go to the supermarket. And there had been a bonfire at the wedding, and I was like, oh, I hope they have s'mores, and they didn't. So we got back to the hotel, and I was like, let's go get some s'more stuff. We'll make them in the microwave. It's not as good as being around the bonfire, but it'll still be s'mores. And the kids were not falling asleep. And one of them was like, marshmallows, I'm going to eat a couple of those. And she got the sugar wiggles, and she just started wiggling it out. And there was nothing to be done except for, like, let her run. Let her run the motor dry, because she wanted those marshmallows, and she got them. And that was a sugarful little child for a couple hours. Kitty. Alright. Never going to act like this. Sorry. Hey, Marie. I feel like I've said hi to 3 Maries so far. Alright. Yeah, Marie and Marie. Marie McKeechin, whose name I can never seem to satisfy her with. And then Marie McClure. 2 Marie McSomethings. It's fun because you can talk to people. I saw your drawing pretty good, Bill. Of course I love dragons. I can't wait to draw a stick figure properly. Yeah. I don't think you are an asshole, Bill. I agree with you. I was also updating Kristen. It's all good. Marie's in the sticks right now without service. Oh, sorry, Marie. It's Japanese Denzokolo. Mixture of different words. Now you know. Alright. I'll watch it again when I get home anyways. Benadryl. Sugar Wiggles. What's said? I try to say everything con cariño. It's okay to hate children. Hi from Poland. Ooh, hey, Toruviel. Say hello to Poland for me. I am the Marie with the last name you can't say. That's correct. McCachran? There's not even an R in there. That doesn't make any sense. McCachran? McKeechin. I'm sorry. It's McKeechin. You're now Marie McKeechin. Sorry, bud, but that's how it's got to happen. Until you manage to shoehorn another R in there. And relatives would always ask, when are you two going to have some youngins? Why do people ask that? Well, because they want a baby that they can look at and not actually take care of. Oh, Sweetie Poo 92. I recognize you. You're always posting the screenshots. That's fine. Because they want you to share in their pain. Yeah. Alright. So we got a little lull. Let's open the Thord package. Thord. It's the Thord package. So it's this big by this big. How's that like to you? McKeechin. That's how I'm saying it, Marie. Not McKirkard. McKirkard. I'm not gonna do a Marie McKirkard. It's gonna be McKeechin. You're gonna like it. Damn it. Oh, how did this come in? This wasn't on the wish list. So this is from Helen. Alright. So I feel like there's some sort of plot here with people sending me Under Armour shirts, because I've reinforced these being sent by taking off my shirt every time they get sent. So these are V-neck medium? I think they're medium. Nope, these are smalls. So Helen is now sending me small shirts. Let's see here. And I'm just going to keep enforcing this kind of behavior. So let's see here. So these aren't the compression fit ones. These are just the V-neck normal fit shirts. Still a nice fit though. There you go. That is a nice fit. So the small V-necks are a nice fit. I still need bigger arms to fit. Like, see that? I want to fill this out a little bit better. The small V-necks are a nice fit, and so are the medium compression shirts, because the compression ones get real tight. Like that's the whole point of them, is that they're supposed to like squeeze you like up and like give you a little lift job. Okay, here we go. Play Auntie, giving the kid back. Nursery. I met you at ZapCon. I was the Markiplier guy. Okay, Markiplier. I get you. It's good to see you again, Markiplier guy. Dentacolo. That's much easier to remember. Or now that I know that I've met you, we can have a much more warm relationship. Yeah, I'm happy you're subscribed as well. I saw you draw it, and it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta work on some form stuff, some really blocking stuff out. I was kind of working on hands too, but I wasn't gonna go and post my hand sketches because they were pretty bad. Whatever floats your boat. I choose not to have kids. I've had 2 guys tell me I'm not a real woman unless I have kids. That's not right. Yeah, don't talk to those guys anymore. Today I got hella groceries. Worker helped me out to the car. Read his name tag and he was like, "Thanks, Stefan." He was actually Steven. Oh. Yeah. Never trust the Stefan. Smooth shirts. Smooth shirts. Jeez, Linda. That's a little much. I'll do it later. I'll probably end up... Now that you're saying it, alright, there you go. It's done. You got what you wanted. Fucking perverts. Alright, so let's look at this box. This one's this guy here. C4. How are you just getting... Central Coast Comic-Con? What's your C4? Or is that like something City Comic-Con? There's a C4 here as well. It's in Ventura County, and it's called Central Coast Comic-Con. Yeah, Linda's just saying what you're all thinking. I know what you guys want. I'm doing the wrong kind of cam show. Well, maybe I'm not. I don't think you guys really want to see what's under the hood here. There's something about men where we look better with clothes on. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really wants to see a naked dude. Central City Comic Con in Yakima. I don't even know where that is. I rub the shirt, not my chest. It's the shirt. God. People. You guys, you think I'm here? I'm somebody's kid. You realize that, right? Ooh, this is coming in from Fresno. Eh? Does not have a note, but... So what I found out was there's one weird listing on Amazon with the Zombicide Special Guest Artists packs, and one of them has the picture of a certain expansion set, but then when you go to look at the description, it's actually a different expansion set. So I had to go and find the one that has the correct picture, and it's this one, the Lucio Parillo special guest set, which should have 2 additional characters along with their zombie versions. Looks to be some kind of samurai monk, and basically Elektra. Looks like there's some kind of Elektra character. So let's see what they can do. Let's see what their characters look like. So now I have to go into my Zombicide collection, find the 2 cards that represent these guys from the team selection deck. There's so many things in that Zombicide thing now. So we've got a character named Donna. Donna is basically Elektra, as I said before. And she starts with +1 to dice roll for melee, which means anytime you need to roll a 4 or higher, you can roll, instead of a 4, 5, or 6, you can now roll a 3, a 4, or 5, or 6, which is really cool. So you've got Donna, and then you've got Zombie Donna. Zombie Donna's got some nunchucks, which actually don't even exist in the game. Actually, both Donnas have nunchucks. You can just barely see them. So she might be interesting as a melee character with a really high probability. If you can get her like a baseball bat or something, oh man, she'll roll like a 2 with a baseball bat and still get a hit. And then there is Brother Max. Brother Max is some kind of samurai monk. He's got a shotgun on his back, and he's got a sword. And his ability is Dreadnought Walker, which I think has something to do with getting extra kills when you kill walker zombies. And here's his zombie version as well. Looks like he gained a little weight when he became a zombie. That's weird. And then, of course, there is the miniatures for them. Oh, I already knocked them out of the box. They're already, everything's dead. Everyone's dead. If you look here, we've got your 4 miniatures, your standard Brother Max, zombie Brother Max down at the bottom, and then you've got your standard Donna on the bottom, and your zombie Donna on the top. And I dropped their counters. There's another one down here somewhere. So that's 2 more characters for Zombicide. I told you guys I would be doing a Zombicide tutorial at some point. No promises, but it may be soon. Let's see here. Linda says get the oil out. So thank you to, whoever sent this one, speak now. I'm not just going to give the credit to who I think it is, because it doesn't have a gift card with it, and it doesn't say on the packing slip. Elizabeth, I think the thing is, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's not as high of a demand. I feel like gay dudes want to see naked dudes, and like straight women, like they'll take it. They'll, if it's there, like sure, I'll look at him if he's exceptionally well built. But like typically, like naked dudes are not in as high a demand as naked women. Yeah. Anyways, that's a generalization, and I know it's probably gonna offend somebody, but I don't know. I just feel like me keeping my clothes on is the best way to go about it. Being someone's kid won't stop them, and you know that. Yeah, that's true. I was hoping I would make it home for this. So glad you got it. Joanna, did you send the Zombicide expansion? Yeah, a charming guy in a nice outfit. I think a guy in a nice outfit, even if he's not charming, is preferable to a naked guy. Hi, Lynn. I can barely walk in them. Thanks for chatting, helping me calm down today. Haven't watched Jurassic World, Kristen. Oh, the high heels running in Jurassic World, pretty bad. I wondered about her in that movie. I liked how it inspired the Jurassic Park high heels edition. Yeah, with all the dinosaurs in the high heels. I mean, running in heels isn't that bad, but the type of heel is what can make it or break it. To others, are you okay? Everything okay after the hurricane, I hope. Naked, not so much. Right, that's what I'm saying is, you can do shirtless, but naked, nobody really wants that. Sharp-dressed man is a good thing, leaves something to my imagination. I know which thing you want left to your imagination. Guys in black suits. Well, you should work for the government. Special guest as well as 2 other things. Oh, well, thank you, Joanna. Thank you, 1, for the thing I just opened. Helen, you missed the strip show. Oh, no. It's okay. It's all on video. She didn't miss anything. It'll all be available on YouTube later. So we've caught up on the chat. We got this guy. Kind of flattish, pretty biggish. Got a tear open thing. Let's see if this one just tears right off the box. That's nice. Okay. Whoa. There's a bunch of them in here. So this is more of the graphic novels off of the wish list. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Ooh, man, they put a little sticky note on there. So, alright, let me see if I can find a packing slip here. 13.8. That is big. Okay. There's no packing slip on these. Oh, man. I can assume it's from, what, Karen? Joanna. I can assume it's from Joanna. Or I can assume it's from Helen, but I'm not going to. Alright, so basically I've got Guardians of the Globe #1. I've got, which will be the perfect reading companion for Guardians of the Globe #2. And then on top of that, I've got Invincible Trade Paperback #14 and #15. Which I have to check if those are the 2 most the 2 earliest ones that I needed, because I have a bunch of them over here. So that's 4 graphic novels right there between the 2 packages. I do have a metallic bronze Sharpie. Let's see, hold on. Mina likes to watch naked women. Leave the men to the gay guys. Well, I'm glad we're getting this out of the way. You know, when it comes to birthday time, it's good to know who likes what to be naked and what to leave to the gay guys. Just so we're all clear, you know, you don't want to be, You don't want to be sending, Christmas tidings with the wrong naked type of person. I think I've played. How long did the longest Zombicide game that I've ever played last? I've played for at least 5.5 hours. No, more. One time we played for 7.5 hours. We started around like 7 p.m. and we went until the wee hours of the morning. They do. I mean, you're looking at it. What do you think, Helen? Think that fits? Again, I think they're, I'd like to make the arms fit a little better by working out a little bit more, but I think they fit very nicely. And as I was explaining before, they're not the compression type of shirt, so they're not super, super, super tight. So they're comfortable, and they're not really squeezing the armpits and stuff, which is cool. Even though they're small, the compression ones are a really tight small, and then a more comfortable medium, and then the V-neck regular fit ones are a little looser on the medium, still not a bad fit, and then the small ones are actually a very nice fit. Soft shirt, jeans, fresh from the shower, and maybe some 5 o'clock shadow. Oh my god, you guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you ask a dude, like, what the ideal, like, situation for a woman to be in, and he's like, naked. And then you ask a woman, and she's like, well, I imagine him about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. He's just eaten, a nice, like, salad, and maybe had, like, a glass of wine. And I see him in, like, a bootcut jean, but, like, not a deep, dark denim, like, more of a faded thing. And then, like, a black shoe with that, but nothing too, like, whatever. And, like, you guys have this ideal, like, outfit for a dude that you like to see him in, with, like, a 5 o'clock shadow and stuff. And it's like, no. Put a woman in front of a guy, and it's just like, just make her naked. I like that. And that's great. And then, like, guys, it's like, well, fit him to these exact specifications, and that'd be great. If he's a little bit outside the box, that's fine too. But really, I mean, I have a whole fan fiction written about how I want to see a man when oh, my cat just stepped on an envelope and it scared her. I do Dead Purple. I do have a metallic bronze Sharpie. On presents. What have you missed on packages? So I showed you. The first package I opened up was your black dice that you sent, Helen. The second package was Guardians of the Globe Volume 2. The third package was your shirts. The fourth package was a Zombicide expansion, the Lucio Parillo expansion. And the fifth was these 3 graphic novels, 2 of which are Invincible, and 1 of which is the Guardians of the Globe, Volume 1. Whew, which are from Joanna. Okay. Helen, graphic novels in your shirt. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Lynn. I live in Baja, California. Nothing happens here ever, but yeah, there is a big storm. I don't know what the deal is. I don't really watch the news, but I'm gonna be honest with you. All these, like, disastrous things that keep getting forecast for California, like, it doesn't seem like they ever really hit. So sometimes I'll have people just, like, message me and be like, fuck! You gotta fucking get out of there! Fucking pack your shit! Get your shit out! Get out of your shit and fucking get out of California now! And I'm like, why didn't you calm down? Like, I'm like 25 miles inland. If there was a tidal wave, like, yeah, I might get a couple inches of water over here, and I might, you know, end up with some stained clothes and a little bit of water damage. But stop wearing, like, if the earthquake happens, I'm gonna die. Like, that's gonna happen. If there's a super earthquake in California that no one can predict, I'm just gonna be dead. And so is everyone else in Los Angeles. So, there's nothing to do about it. Like, every single week, I see an article about, like, California's due for, like, a giant earth-ending fucking catastrophe, so sorry about your lives, but you're all gonna die. Go fuck yourselves. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, should I just leave? Where do I go to Oklahoma and make a new home for myself and live out in the woods and grow a beard? I can't. Just leave. Every time a Reddit article comes out, or the, you know, a Huffington Post publication puts out a fucking, oh, well, California earthquake, who knew? Like, it's gonna happen, maybe. Yellowstone Park, giant volcano, it's gonna kill us all. Everyone leave. Evacuate everything. The whole world is gonna die because a volcano went off. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Oh, no. Dead Purple, I didn't steal your Sharpie. I brought I brought a set of metallic Sharpies with me. You may want to check anyone else who might have used it, though. He certainly tried to make off with one. I know someone who tried to make off with one of my Sharpies. So, no, I do not have your metallic Sharpie. Sorry, bud, but that's just not the way it is. Be nice. Helen, you missed 2 unboxings, a strip shirt, an update for Sophie. That's why I bought the smaller ones for you. Yeah. Sophie, if you watch this video again later, you'll see the whole update on Sophie. Sophie's doing fine, though, as she has been for the last 2 weeks. There's no bad news from Sophie. She's still doing great. She's walking on her own with the cast. She's doing good. I thought my Sharpie fell, but I remember you signing my print with it. I signed your print with a metallic Sharpie, but it was not yours. I had a whole box of them. One-handed typing, not doing that again. Naked birthday and Christmas tidings. Well, that's different. Sweet, thanks. Dang, those games can go for a long time. Wonder how long the longest one ever played was. I'm willing to bet there's a couple, because the thing is, you can play a single mission of Zombicide, and it can last for 5 or 6 hours, but then you can play a campaign, which is 4 missions back-to-back, so people could probably potentially play for 24 hours straight, and still not be done with a campaign. We have to cascades to protect us. Is that like a... I don't know what cascades do for you. Here in Quebec, it's the opposite. They predict like an inch of snow, and we end up with 3 feet. Yeah. They say cats can tell when an earthquake is about to happen. Well, I got one of those, so we'll see about that. That's pretty much what every one of my coworkers keeps repeating to me. It's also where the weirdos are. Amada... that's not... I mean... depending on where you're from, I don't know how you define weirdos. There's definitely a lot of people with artistic inclinations in California, or at least in Los Angeles. But I don't know if it's fair to start calling people weirdos. And certainly don't be afraid of showing up in California just in time to experience a super earthquake. No beard, please. Yeah, I don't think I can make a beard if I wanted to. This is not coming in so thick. Volcanoes than earthquakes. Well, I don't even know where there's a nearby volcano. And the ash would be more of a problem than the actual lava. Tornadoes. Southern people can't handle snow. 2 inches, we're going to die. Calming temps for Yankees. 6 feet of snow, no big deal. Yeah, I had the distinct misfortune of trying to drive through North Carolina when there was a half-inch of snow, and it was apocalyptic. 6 years old. Kristen, my phone died. Cascades are a mountain range. Oh, okay. That makes much more sense. I don't know. You did almost hit me with your death box. I don't even remember that. That's not great. Weirdos are awesome. Washington State. Yeah, try Portland. There's some people that are living a little left of center as well up there. So no lava flows. Yeah. Well, I mean, natural disasters. It's like I can live my life being afraid of everything that could come of a natural disaster, but there's just too. I mean, we're almost getting hit by like universe-ending comets every other friggin' month. So what are you gonna do? You just gotta wait for it to happen. People freak out about tornadoes. Driving home, saw a funnel cloud drop. Turn around, hold ass to the other direction. Yeah, milk and bread. I don't know why. Why not meat? I guess you can't refrigerate it as easily. Anyways, okay, last package. This will be number 6. Got this. That's the other dimension. Okay. That's my knife. There's my knife. There's. Yeah. Way too many. I mean, that's not to say that they're not to be feared, because, you know, all that stuff is deadly. So, you know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Well, this is packages from Friday and Saturday, Jazzy. So, yes, there's 6 packages. Yeah. If you don't like hot, here's not the place to be. Oh, I see. Oh, cool! Check this out. Let's see. This is from Joanna. Enjoy your gift from Joanna. So this stupid little thing, it's the little tiniest thing, but I ordered, I put a monitor on the wish list, and I got it home, and I was like, I'm gonna hook up this monitor, it's gonna be really cool. And the cable wasn't compatible with my computer, so now I have this little adapter, and that'll let me plug my monitor in, which is really nice. Also, Joanna sent. Oh. So what these are is these are all the Zombicide game pieces, but when you get the board game, they're made out of cardboard. These are made out of plastic. And they're all stapled together. I'm going to have to open these. Careful. 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 These are actually the licensed Zombicide plastic replacement pieces. There are other Zombicide replacement pieces that are, I don't know how to describe them, they're 3D printed, and they're like doors that stand up off of the board. A lot of times when you're setting up a game board, you have these little plastic or little cardboard pieces laying flat on the game board. Ow! The game board, and people make stand-up doors. And honestly, I've played with them before, and they just don't stand up that well. So I'm hesitant. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. They almost have weight like a poker chip. So we've got all our zombie spawn zones here. And all zombie spawn zones look like a bunch of zombies with red zombies. However, there's also different colored spawn zones, like a pink one, and a green one, and a blue one, and a purple one, and a yellow one, and a white one, and another red one. Okay, and a lot of them the rest of them will be standard red. So these are just a nicer, more durable board setup type of game piece that'll you know, give the game a nice polished look. This was not on the wish list that I know of. And another type of piece you've got are objectives. So the thing about having as many pieces and expansions and rule sets as I do, because of you guys, is that once you start adding a ton of stuff into the game, the players start to get kind of huge advantages. And so I'm going to show you these objective pieces. Sometimes you'll set up a board, and there will be 5 or 6 or 7 objectives, and all of them are red on one side, and usually you'll have 5 or 6 objectives, and they all look red, but if you mix them up and you have them flip to the right, some of them are green or blue on the other side, and that means when you get a green or blue or a yellow, there's another blue or pink or a white, you'll be able to open a green door or a blue door, or some other unopenable door that wasn't until that point achievable. And you've got your plastic exit zone. That's the point on the board where you have to get there in order to achieve the goal or escape from the zombie horde. And again, these are all pieces that are almost identical to the cardboard pieces that that you can find, that you will get with a normal set, but they add a nice jingly sound to the game. You know what I mean? Like a nice little jingle jingle. Oh, there's the other counter. Let's see. And then there's these noise tokens. And every time you shoot a gun, you have to drop a noise token on the thing to help the zombies figure out where to go. And then there's these little guys and these bullets. Where are my cards? So if I'm playing as Donna's got 0 kills, and then she gets a bunch of kills and she goes into the yellow. She gets her yellow skill, and then if she gets a bunch of kills and goes into the orange, she now has to pick an orange skill. So when you do that, you place one of these on the board to indicate which orange skill Donna's going to choose. And this is probably Italian. Yeah, I think this is Italian or French. And then once she gets to red, you take a second bullet, and in addition to your orange skill, you've now got a red skill as well that you can choose. So that's what all the plastic pieces are going to be doing. I'm probably just going to mix them right in with my cardboard pieces because there may not be enough plastic pieces. Just the noise counters and the bullets, you have to end up using a lot of them by the end of a long game. Oh no. Come on. Don't mess with me right now. I'm trying not to spill these plastic pieces all over the place because they'll get everywhere and I'll vacuum them up and then I'll not have plastic pieces to enjoy. Alright, so that was that. And I'm gonna squeeze all those into my Zombicide set. There was another case, another like sectional case that I was hoping to use. I may have to put another one on the wish list if it doesn't come soon. But it was like a red case with a clear plastic top. And if anyone has sent that, let me know. I hate to ruin the surprise and everything, but I'm sort of at a point where I have most of my stuff ready to get packed up in my Zombicide game, except for the stuff that really needs to be parsed out into little tiny sections. So I'm waiting on that little case to really be able to pack up my Zombicide game nicely. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here I gotta read through. Okay. Okay. You know, 4 hurricanes. Hot doesn't suit me. I love the heat. Body runs really warm. Merrily. I haven't seen you before. Good to see you, though. It's below 55. That's old technology. It's the same thing with plane crashes. Old technology. I mean, these are, I don't know the name of the port, but I've got that smaller port on my brand new, I mean, it's a couple years old laptop. Should have been a note with the accessories. Maybe there was, yes. Who doesn't like accessories? Enjoy your gift. From Joanna. Yes, I'm sorry. They had kind of fallen into the bottom fold of the box, and I didn't actually even see them until I had already kind of opened them both. So I'm sorry I didn't read the note. That's my fault. Absolutely, Joanna. So, Joanna, Helen, and Mika, thank you guys so much for all the packages today. Ooh, Lynn did not send the plastic ones. That's good because, well, I mean, I would have found a place for them. They probably would have gone to Notorious B.O.B. Planes, yeah, planes are a big fear. My coworkers are simply trying to shit on my parade. This is a weirdo. I told him that's why I wanted to move there. Good luck, Jazzy. Seems like an interesting job. Sitting here, not a fan of cold weather. There's like 3 conversations going on here. Coworker of mine just got a job, flight attendant with Spirit. I just flew Spirit. What a weird airline. What a weird business model they have. It's like, let us give you a flight. We're going to give you a ticket to get on this plane. That's it. It's a bus. It's a bus that flies. And you don't know where you're going to sit. Your seats don't recline. There's no... Like, there are snacks, but you have to pay for each one of them individually. You can't bring a carry-on without paying for it. You can't check luggage without paying for it. You pay for everything. You pay for every single thing aside from a place to put your ass. And they sell it as, well, with the other airlines, they charge you for everything too, but you don't even get the choice. And it's like, well, no, with the other airlines, you're just paying for a better thing. And they're not dinging you for every single small feature, like a can of soda. Like, they just give you the can of soda, but they also give you a reclining chair, but they also let you bring a carry-on bag. And yeah, the ticket is $30 more, but if I were to add up all those features on Spirit, it would be $150 more. So, like, they try to make it seem like they're doing you a favor by not, oh, we're not going to include all those bells and whistles that you'd be paying for with the other guys. And it's like, well, yeah, but those bells and whistles are costing me twice as much, like, they're doubling the price of my ticket with you. So, I got mixed feelings about Spirit. If you're going on a 1 or 2 day trip and you can manage to pack everything you own, you're going on a short flight, yeah, get your cheap ticket with Spirit. But if you're going anywhere for more than 3 days and you're going to need an actual carry-on sized item and you're going to want to be comfortable in your seat, I highly recommend not using Spirit. Let's see. Orders, dicks, wish list. Luck, Jazzy. Yeah, Jazzy, good luck on your new job. Jazzy and her many dicks. Oh, God. Not judging Jazzy Jeff. Sorry, Chakra. I didn't mean to leave my cursor on you. My bad. Pay attention to what Bill is saying right now, because I'm interested in how to play Zombicide, but it gets so freaking boring, no offense. Well, I mean, if you're bored, you can leave. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not actually playing, like, and you want to know how to play a board game, it's going to be boring. Like, that's just the nature of the beast. Like, if you're not actually in, it's like football, you know? You can watch football all day long, and you're just never going to be interesting. But if you play football, it might be something that you love. How do you switch between a character and its zombie? If your character gets essentially attacked by zombies twice, or gets 2 wound cards on him, he dies. You knock his figure over, and then on the beginning of another turn, you can choose to stand your character up as a zombie, and at that point they lose all their equipment, but they stay at the same skill level. Sorry, this is boring. But then they get 5 more wounds to make it through the game. You can play it so that the zombies don't even exist, and you can never be a zombie. But essentially, the zombie just makes your character into a tank. And you still get to play on the good guy team. You're just much harder to kill. So it's like I said, once you start getting more and more expansions, the players get easier and easier, because you get so many more advantages. Yeah, I mean the package just once the package was open, they all sort of mixed up anyways. So I promise you they'll be neatly organized once I put them into my thing. Yeah, the thing I was talking about before, I think I might have deleted it. Someone might have said like, "Oh, I sent you that box," and I think I deleted it. So maybe I'll just go add something else. VGA port, yeah. But I always miss them. Do you have any crazy turbulence on either of your flights? Always happens to me. No, the flights were pretty smooth. There was a little bumpiness, but it wasn't anything I'd describe as crazy. What on earth? Never heard of Spirit Airlines. Sounds like a Ryanair for the U.S., but worse. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's a cut rate airline. Have a good night, Marie. Flying Alaskan from Seattle to Atlanta. Let's see how it goes. United from Atlanta. Yeah, I like Virgin and I like JetBlue, but they're a little more expensive. But I usually try to fly Virgin. It's interesting, isn't it, as Homicide works. So even if the character dies, you get to use them as a tank. That might be interesting. Yeah, it's honestly, I'm starting to think about actually rules that I'm going to start using, house rules, where the characters will get less advantages. I'm going to start playing in such a way that it's going to be harder to level up because it's gotten too easy. We're getting 2 hours into a game, and it's to the point now where just 2 or 3 of the characters are so powerful now that they'll just wipe out anything the board can create pretty easily. And it just becomes a matter of like, all right, well, get into position, kill all the zombies, get into a different position, kill all the zombies, take the objectives, just keep killing all the zombies, where you're supposed to struggle a little bit. So I'm going to start adding like harder rule sets to it. Oh, sorry you can't be here for the whole thing, Haley. Virgin was excellent business model. Yeah, Virgin provides, from my point of view, Virgin provides one of the best experiences in the air, and I have very little to complain about with Virgin. Let's see, Atlanta Airport is it's a big airport. It is a big airport, and it is hard to get around. So here's what's going to happen is I'm going to go tend to the wish list right now. Okay, so, well, basically the different colored, you're talking about the Zombicide icons, the Zombicide pieces. So what'll happen is these two things have very specific purposes. On the board, this is where zombies come from. This tile represents a space where the board creates zombies that are your enemies. And a lot of times there will be an alternate color for it. So there will be maybe 5 or 6 spawn points, but then there will be a 7th that's blue. And the blue one may do nothing for most of the game. But then you'll hit a switch, or you'll enter a room, and all of a sudden, this blue one will become active, and it will start creating zombies as well. So there are different parameters depending on how the different zombie colors work. And then there are objectives, and objectives just sit on the board until a character gets into the space with an objective and then takes it off the board, and that gives a character 5 experience points, which is typically a lot harder to get because you'll have to kill a zombie. You'll have to kill 5 zombies to get that same amount of experience. But sometimes these objectives have an alternate color, and the alternate color will produce an effect, such as the yellow objective will activate the yellow spawn point. It'll go, maybe it'll start out red and then turn yellow, but whatever it is, usually, like, what'll happen is you'll have 6 red objective tokens, and 1 of them will be yellow underneath. So it'll be a surprise when you activate that last spawn point. And it's all kind of stupid and technical, and it all depends on context, and it doesn't make much sense with me explaining it without showing you. But again, that's more reason for me to set up a game of Zombicide and sort of go through it turn by turn. But I'm going to tell you right now, again, if you're not playing, it's not going to be easy to take in, because it's very dry, and it is a board game. There's not a lot of sound effects. There's no sound effects at all, as a matter of fact. There's not a lot of excitement going on with Zombicide when it's being played. It's just it's like watching chess. For the person playing, it's high stakes. Something may happen that you do or do not want to happen, but unless you're moving the pieces, it just looks like a guy sitting there. So it might be a little tough to intake. Let's see. Okay. If someone purchases a wish list item, does Amazon automatically take it off the list? I think what was happening with the items on the list that day was it doesn't take them off the list, but if I click on it, it'll tell me, like, someone may have already purchased this, meaning someone already purchased it. And I think I went through one day and just kind of clicked on everything to see what was and was not on the list. Because I'll think there's 5 or 6 or 7 items on the list, and people will be like, there's one item on your list, and it's like a $150 item. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll have to try to kind of go through and figure out which one. When they had to go back to Germany. I don't know which friend that was. Hey, Tim. I think it depends on the quantity that is selected. I just realized explaining how Zombicide works isn't boring. It's just so much for me. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's just, you're just not there. You're not experiencing it. Dragon Con is the biggest cosplay con, and it's awesome. Yeah, I plan to go to Dragon Con next year. I'm hoping to make that happen. I'm not saying board games are boring. I'm saying that board games are a much more acquired taste as a spectator sport than they are as a cooperative activity. Me personally, I'd much rather be playing Monopoly than watching 5 or 6 people play Monopoly, or however many people can play Monopoly. And I would never fault anyone for thinking that it's very dry to hear a board game's rules explained, especially when the game's not in front of you, rather than, sitting down with your friends and playing it. That's the way it was meant to happen. Let's see. Okay. Bill, I'm the one who sent out the tweets to Orlando and Fort Lauderdale Con. Well, thank you, Linda, for sending those out. I haven't heard anything back from them, but I'll let you know if I do. Steven's friend, fellow cosplayer, Nerdish by Nature. Check out her panel. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard of her. I mean, Steven knows everybody. Like, he meets people and he just becomes, like, online friends with them. I'm a little bit more guarded with my online friendships, and I typically don't jump into them as quickly. Yeah, Lon makes it to Dragon Con a lot. He's gone at least the last few years. But I mean, I'm gonna try to make it to Dragon Con regardless. Hopefully they'll invite me, but if I can buy the ticket, the plane ticket, and the actual con pass, then I think I got a place to stay out there, so that'll be nice. But I gotta go weed out this this wish list and figure out one more storage container for everything. The two of them went to a cosplay 2 years ago? I don't know what that means. Need to play Codenames or Sheriff of Nottingham. Just as much fun to watch as it is to play. Well, is it a board game, or is it like... I feel like something Codenames is almost more of a... is it moving pieces around a board, or is it interacting with people through dialogue? Because I could probably watch even like Scattergories or Pictionary or a lot of like party games that involve standing up and drawing and acting things out. Whereas if I was gonna watch Risk, oh man, I don't think I could handle it. So Lightning Storm just took out my power. What did I miss? Probably not much. Probably me trying to apologize for Tim for sending me board games and then seemingly making him think that I would say that board games are boring, which is not my thoughts on the subject at all. But I just don't want to make people think that I'm gonna if I do a Zombicide sample game, they're gonna end up watching one of the most entertaining things of their life, because it's just not. I don't think it is for everyone, but I think it's for people who are intensely interested in that sort of thing. Good night, Haley. I'll tell you about Nerdy by Nature. Yeah, I will check her out. Cool. So while Haley's on her way out, I'm actually gonna head out myself and try and get everything tuned up as far as what's on the list, what's not on the list, and not to mention I want to get some sleep tonight, so I'm gonna try to get some sleep as well. But I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you Joanna, thank you Mika, thank you Helen, and thank you everybody else who sent things. I'm so beat right now, and it's so nice to be home, and it's so nice to be talking to you guys again. But I'll see you probably tomorrow. As far as I know, Lynn's stuff is coming in tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that. I already talked to Kat, and I think what I'd like to do is I'm just going to unbox it, and then I'll figure out we're going to read through all the notes and the things and make sure whoever's getting what gets that to where they're going, rather than trying to organize a stream with Kat and Bob so that we can do it online. It's going to be hard to get all 5 people in a place where we have a good internet connection. So if I get the package tomorrow, which hopefully I will, I'll be unboxing that. So I have good feelings about it. I think we're going to be all right. So everyone have a good night. I'll talk to you again soon. Miss you. Love you. Bye.